Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Welcome to ZeerTalks and welcome to this video. Now, if you enjoy the channel, what I want you to do, subscribe, press the alarm bell so you can be informed for future content such as videos like this, streams which I will bring back very, very soon. Shorts again soon, inshallah, and community content. Oh my god, imagine I almost messed that one up. Right? If you enjoy the video itself, like, comment your way through, give me your thoughts and opinions on the video, on the games, etc. that we'll be discussing. Socials, go check them out. You got TikTok, Instagram, X. Now I use Instagram the most. You can check that one, and the name's over there, ZeerTalk. Oh, sorry, ZeerTalks. There you go. And most importantly, يا جماعة الخير. It's still Eid, فكل عام وانتم بخير, right? And take care of yourselves, be happy and satisfied wherever you may be, because your health and your well-being is the most important thing no matter what you do or where you are in life, right? Now listen, before I begin, I have to give an appreciation to somebody because I have finally reached 150. Well, I believe now it's 152. Am I correct? I believe it's 152 subs. Yes, it is 152 subs. I have finally gotten to 152 subs, and it's all thanks to Hassam, man. Yesterday, I was on his halftime show, giving an opinion and everything, and I also provided certain information that he asked me to do some research on in regards to Copa America. And then afterwards, without me even asking, I just leave it. Subhanallah, he asked for me to be subscribed to get, 150 subs. So thank you very much, Hassam. Allah yatik al-afiyah, kul antum bkhair, salama, and hopefully you're doing well, my guy, if you are watching this anytime soon. But yeah, listen, I say we begin with the games, right? The video. And listen, first game was Poland versus Netherlands. Now I'm gonna be real. When I was watching this, I didn't watch the second half properly because I was at my grandmother's house. Again, it was Eid, Eid al-Adha, and obviously during Eid you go to with your relatives, and all that stuff. So it was very hard for me to keep tabs fully on the game. Although I will say this, from what I saw, Netherlands looked pretty good. I'm not gonna, they looked pretty good, and I expected worse because every time I watch the Netherlands, not Netherlands, Poland, sorry, Poland. Every time I try watching Poland, right, like I'm telling you, it's like I remember I was not supporting, but I was always wanting Lewandowski to like do something, and they never done anything except for when in the World Cup where they beat us, acting like wrestlers all of a sudden, and Lewandowski scoring out of a Melky mistake. But yeah, in this game he didn't start because apparently he was injured a game prior, and I thought the defense was comfortable. I mean, Kivior, who I don't really rate at Arsenal, but he done well. I guess maybe back three suits him, protects him from certain deficiencies. Bednarek, pretty good. You know what I mean? That guy in the middle of the back, his name is Salomon. Chesney, by the way, had a pretty good game and go. He's going to be joining in Nussel. You know what I mean? Although it was pretty unfortunate the way he got cut out for that goal from Gakpo, which, by the way, Gakpo for Netherlands. Absolutely brilliant. Man, I don't know how he gets disrespected at times. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say he's unbelievable, but he's not as bad as people make him out to be. I feel like Gakpo is one of those players that he can drive the ball forward. He can score in his moments, but he ain't that, guy that's... I think the problem with fans nowadays is like they expect a player to be tacky on the ball. And if you're not tacky on the ball, that means you ain't got certain qualities about you. For case in point, Erling Haaland or Lewandowski, right? The reason why these guys don't get much respect as strikers, despite scoring goals, is because they ain't got the technical abilities. I mean, Lewandowski's technical ability is underrated, but Erling Haaland doesn't have the abilities, so obviously they don't get the respect. But at the same time, they get the goals. So then, when they do get the goals, they'll get respect. But then when they don't do anything, they don't get the respect. It's like fans are fickle. You know what I mean? This is what it is. I only brought that up because I feel like Gakpo, I know he's not a striker, but I feel like at Liverpool and Netherlands, and any Liverpool fan, you can correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like he falls into the similar category in this case, right? I thought Rangers, but was it? Is it Rangers? Reinders for the Netherlands as well. I mean, Reinders, first half when I saw him, he was okay, but you can tell he's a bit clunky, man. He's a bit clunky on the ball, and he tries to do certain things that he can't be doing. I think he needs to pause that. Xavi Simmons, as somebody who supports Bayern and is looking out after him, because we might be signing him on loan, hopefully. I was disappointed with him. I actually thought Xavi Simmons for the Netherlands would be doing way better. Hopefully things improve from there. You know what I mean? Depay missing shots, pathetic. Okay, can we just say that? But I'm shocked this guy missed shots. Okay, I just want to say that. Hey, pathetic. Who else? Who else we can talk about in the Netherlands team? I'm gonna point out one thing. I look at this lineup right now, and I was watching this. I'm surprised De Vrij started. I know he's experienced for Netherlands. I get it, but you have De Ligt, you have Van de Ven. I know. Now I'm not gonna. If it was up to me, I'm starting De Ligt because I'm a bit biased, and I think De Ligt's potential is skyrocket high. But Van de Ven this past season has been phenomenal. At least start him. You know what I mean? It's just one of them. And by the way, Ake, brilliant performance. That guy, him playing under Pep Guardiola, I think helped him a lot for games like this because he was absolutely bombing forward and back. And he even assisted Weghorst's goal when he came on, Weghorst, and they won 2-1. And I didn't even mention Poland's goal, which was a corner, which was pretty unfortunate for nothing because I think Zielinski, which by the way stood out for Poland, brilliant cross. And yeah, it was one of those corners where he got caught out. You're not going to stop those. So, yeah, I think as a whole for this game, because I want to move on to the next one. Netherlands, good win in the end, 2-1. But I think Poland could use that game as some sort of a, confident booster if they could keep the morale high. And I believe the next game is Austria. I don't know what's going to happen with Austria v France. You know what I mean? But we'll see. We'll see. Now, next game. Do you want to talk about it or Slovenia v Denmark? Hey, listen. What I'm going to talk about in this game. Yeah. Before I begin with the thing I want to talk about, Denmark. I'm not gonna lie. For good portions of the game, especially after Ericsson scored, which by the way is massive that he scored because 3 years ago when the Euros began, he actually had a cardiac arrest, I believe, and he somewhat was told he wasn't able to play football. I believe he had a pacemaker in his heart or something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, I beg. And yeah, man, since then he's been playing at Man United and Brentford. Yeah, Brentford and Man United. And I'll tell you guys something. He's not the best of players anymore. I get it. But even to be playing football with all the circumstances is actually remarkable. And then to score in the same competition that you got hurt in, the previous one, which could have caused retirement. We have to give credit where it's due, you know what I mean? Remarkable. صراحة, I'm not going to be that shameless. I know I like being shameless, in certain things. But when things get serious, you know what I mean? So, yeah, big up Ericsson in that regard. Christensen, Anderson, and Vestergaard, listen, the back, they were comfortable. I mean, I don't want to say they were comfortable because, to be honest, yeah, they ain't quick. And they got caught out at moments. But now I'm going to talk about Slovenia. This is what I wanted to talk about. Sporar and Sheshko. Oi, we need to have a conversation. First of all, Sporar is a bum. The guy's touch is disgusting. His passes are disgusting. His finishing is disgusting. This guy should have been subbed off. Wallahi, I'm not kidding. He should have been subbed off at halftime or even beforehand. You know when he got subbed off? 94th minute. You know when the game finished? Around the 95th. Or I believe 96, 97. Wallahi, this is haramiyah. Wallahi, this is a scam to the viewers watching the game. Why? Why are you subbing him off at that moment in time? If he was subbed off earlier and brought in somebody that's more creative or that can finish more, they'd probably be winning this game. Despite me saying that Denmark were somewhat comfortable in the first half, Who knows? Because even when Denmark were comfortable in after the goal was scored, Slovenia still had a few chances. Just because you're comfortable don't mean you don't concede a few chances here and there. And they concede a few chances, but they just don't finish. And by the way, Sheshko, I want to address something. As somebody that's a fan of FC Bayern Munich, and as a guy, that follows up on RB Leipzig here and there, right? I'm sorry, Sheshko ain't ready yet. Yeah, he's physical. Yeah, he's quick. But that don't mean anything if he ain't going to score the goals. It don't mean anything. I'm being honest. It don't mean nothing. So if Arsenal really want him, I'm sorry, man. Forget about winning the league if that's what you want. But hey, he signed a new deal with RB Leipzig, so don't worry. For those who didn't want him, hey, he ain't going anywhere. He's staying RB Leipzig, and that's a good thing because he needs a lot of improvement. صراحة الصدق. He needs a lot of improvement. Hopefully he gets that sorted. And listen, I say we move on to England. And listen, I'm not gonna lie. If you can see, I have a Neymar show over there, right? Over there, right? So obviously, in that same club, Al Hilal, that I support in Serbia, there are two players that played for Serbia: Mitrovic and Milinkovic Savic. So obviously, I wanted Serbia to win, and unfortunately, it didn't happen. Now I'm gonna address Serbia, and then I'm gonna address England. Serbia, I thought they were solid. I mean, they were pretty solid, but at the same time, England didn't help themselves. I'll get to them in a second. But I thought Serbia, despite losing, were pretty comfortable. I'm not even gonna lie, because literally their back line was safe. Their keeper, yeah, made a few saves here and there, which were pretty good saves. So I'm not even gonna. There was one he made a save off of Harry Kane's header. That was phenomenal. Not even gonna lie. He made a save, hit the bar. But it's just, man, the problem with Serbia is like they get the ball, they pass the ball around, they get it to Milinkovic Savic, who would try to even make a long pass, which, by the way, I thought Milinkovic Savic was phenomenal. That guy, for his size, wallahi, Allah for everything he's done for Al Hilal. I swear to God, brilliant. This guy links up with everybody, long balls being made when need to and everything. Phenomenal, right? But then you have the forwards. Why, the forwards. Mitrovic barely got the ball. I'm not even gonna lie, we barely got the ball. And then you have Vlahovic. Yeah, Sat. This Vlahovic guy. Wallahi, Vlahovic, معليش, I see why people don't rate him. Not like I agree with them or anything, but I get the reasons. Why are you so selfish? Pass the damn ball. Wallahi, pass the ball. You ain't all it. Wallahi, I get it. At Juventus, you score a decent amount of goals and all that stuff. It's great. Hello, brilliant. But pass the ball. Wallahi, you're not him. You're not him yet. Don't, like, seriously, you know what? Low key. I remember I wanted Vlahovic over Kane because of the money when we were trying to go for Kane. Because obviously, let's be honest, Daniel Levy was very stingy, and I was like, you know what? At this rate, you may as well just go Vlahovic, cheaper, probably develop and become better. But in hindsight, I'm glad we got Kane because this guy. Why? يعني أنت it's a team game. It's not supposed to be I'm trying to win the guy game. Be that guy when you are more proven, when you're more developed. I don't know. I had to rant about Vlahovic because wallahi, I've had enough of this guy. Kostic and Bellingham also had an issue, and obviously Kostic got off because he was hurt. Not from Bellingham. I think he got hurt from something else. And yeah. Oh, there was another player that I thought was pretty decent. His name was Lukic. I thought Lukic had a pretty good game. You know what I mean? Having a go at England and everything. So fair play to him. And and then in the sense of England now, this is what I think of England. What? I'm sorry. I had to mock them. I was tired. I got bored watching England. Wallahi, you see, every England team, they are the most overrated national team in recent history. How in the hell do you have all these players, okay, that are talented? Wallahi, they all are talented in their own ways. Phil Foden, Harry Kane, Jude Bellingham, Yeah, Bukayo Saka, why not? I'll put Bukayo Saka in that list because, to be honest, I think sometimes he's over here, even by me. But that's to be honest, I hate Arsenal so much lately because of disrespect that Bayern got from these fan bases when we played them in the Champions League. So obviously, I'm going to disrespect them here and there. But you know what I mean? Saka, and I still think Saka has deficiencies, but again, he's still a pretty talented player. You have Trent Alexander-Arnold, Declan Rice in midfield, which, by the way, as a six, brilliant. You know what I mean? You have John Stones, Kyle Walker, okay, yeah, he's an unbelievable right back, but the guy's fallen off lately. But you get the point. Trippier, in his ways. Pickford, I don't really rate, but for England, actually does pretty decent. You have all these players. And by the way, Gahey was pretty good as well last night. And you still play unconvincingly. Nah, man. These men ain't winning the tournament. I'm telling you, these men are getting absolutely spun when they play the big boys. I'm being real. When they play the big boys, hey, they may be cooked. Wallahi, this is not good enough. Southgate is the biggest liability they have. Because Southgate, I'm telling you, imagine this was England. They were attacking. Brilliant. Everyone's trying to press. Everyone's trying to win the ball. Everyone's trying to create something, everything. That goal they scored, Jude Bellingham, brilliant. Nice ball from Walker. Saka somewhat wins the ball to cross it because there was obviously the buck with one defender. All right. Then Bellingham heads it 1-0. Wow, that celebration was cold. Jude Bellingham and Trent, brilliant. Right? And then, we're 1-0 up. Khlas, sit back, روق, تبي فنجان قهوة فنجان, you know, تبكي. This is what it was. Wallahi, it was basically you want to relax and defend. That's it. Hold the result. Why? This is not a knockout game. This is a group stage game. Go for the kill. Go for the kill. You have the stars. Do that. I don't get it, wallahi. England, I'm telling you, they ain't going to do much. I'm telling you from now. But that's my thoughts on England v Serbia. Serbia also could have done better if they were, you know, not Anani, which is selfish. If they weren't selfish as a whole and actually, you know, take advantage of England being defensive. Who knows? Maybe Serbia could have shocked England. But that's my thoughts. What's your thoughts? Do you think England could have been better? Do you think England are good enough to win the tournament? Do you think they can do better? Do you think Netherlands are good enough to win the tournament? Do you think, what's that name? Poland can do something? Do you think Denmark and Slovenia can do something? Let me know in the comments down below. Now I'm going to end it here. If you enjoy the channel, subscribe and press the alarm bell so you can be informed, notified future content. Like and comment if you enjoyed the video. And go check the socials. And most importantly, take care of yourselves. Be happy, satisfied wherever you may be. I'm going to bounce. شوفكم على خير. See you later. وكل عام بخير to those who are Muslims. See you later.